Good evening, guys. Welcome to BTWN VidCast. There's good news and there's bad news to today's show. Good news is it's 1st of October. National Ghost Hunting Day was yesterday. It done really well. I watched it on Facebook for a short while. For those who are not aware of what was going on, like the 3 people on the planet who weren't aware, go and have a little look at it. But what I will say to you is the bad news is Kurt died. Don't bring it up. He's a bit sensitive about it at the moment. Just try and tread carefully around it. Kurt got dead. So good news is, if you apply to this address above me, hiddenliverpool@gmail.com, I can get a new presenter. Hopefully one that's a lot younger and less susceptible to death. Get that part rolling, mate. We're fine. So sorry, Kurt. My bad. You're broke. Kurt's just like a big ugly zombie, and you look at him.
Mo.
So, Kurt, reiterate.
Since I'm getting the boot, as you will be soon from Maplin.
No, I'm not going to boot.
As you soon will be from Maplin, and you know what I'm talking about. It can be done, and it will be done, because I didn't get my 2/3 of all stolen merchandise that you deal into hell in the 4th layer.
Yeah.
And yes, it soon will be done and taken care of in the biggest of fucking ways. Merry Christmas to all your kids and everyone else in your family.
Yeah.
You killed me off.
Do you know? Do you know what I want to know? I want to know one thing, by the way, right? For people who are not listening, or people who haven't been paying attention over the past week, Kurt decided to crash a bus or a
moving van.
Yes, a U-Haul moving vehicle. He managed to crash it, cause it to explode, kill himself, and we had a funeral. It was a nice funeral. It was full of people who didn't fucking like him. So basically everybody, they all came, and unfortunately, we need a new host due to that. Now that's not my fault. That's your fault. You decided to get yourself dead. You're the one who's sensitive to it all, being a big girl and all that. Not my fault. Big girl.
For some reason, since I died, Mo has been picking on me worse and worse. But what he doesn't know is when I finally get permission to leave hell, I am going to be in Liverpool kicking down his door at 4 a.m. in the morning. In Liverpool, you cannot get guns too easy, but I think I can find a way around that. So, Mo, I want to join me in hell.
I wholeheartedly think you're talking about the wrong Liverpool. You could probably trip over guns in Liverpool at the moment.
Yeah, I could go to New York and make a few connections and pay a few people, and it can be done. And
you're dead.
Yeah, well, I'll find your address real quick. It's easy.
You are aware death is it's one of those things which kind of hinders you doing things. Like breathing.
Well, the thing about it is when all of a sudden your family members start flying across the room and there's nobody there to throw them. Yeah. Who are you going to blame?
Lynette.
No, she'll be too busy beating you up.
Yeah. What else? What else is there? Now, here's a question for you. What's the difference between dead and redneck dead?
Redneck dead was not how I died.
Yes, it was.
Redneck dead is when you're hunting.
No, you redneck dead.
No, I'm not redneck dead.
The last words out of your mouth on that video, I heard it was Brian Dane as you went off the side of the bridge.
No. After I went over the side of the bridge, it all went black.
Did it?
That's all I can say. It all went black.
Yep.
On that side of the bridge.
Well,
now, but what Mo doesn't know, what I have the ability to do now after I awoke I awoke 4 different times with the thing on me.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden everything went black again, and then I awoke again and I was in the 4th level of hell.
Yeah.
The plan is we're going to bring Mo with us. See, because I was talking to him last. If I wasn't talking for him last, my choice would have been others that I'd bring with me.
Right. Okay.
No, so I didn't die redneck dead. Redneck dead is hunting, and your gun backfires and hits you in the face.
And
that's
also,
redneck dead.
Just so you're aware, the 4th layer of hell is called Wigan or Manchester. So if you're in the fourth layer of hell, you're only 26 miles down the road, mate.
Well,
that ain't nothing to me.
I figure you're somehow related to Dominic Noonan from the backside.
Yeah, I wish it was.
Yeah, no, you are from the backside. Dominic Noonan,
Indeed.
for those that don't understand, watch the documentary Very British Gangster. Hardcore. He's in prison right now, but Mo loves it because he doesn't have to look at Dominic when Dominic does his business. But aside from that, nope. Yeah, now the finger comes out. He's upset at me now. He started this, and I'm not finished. This game is just started, and so I didn't die redneck dead. I did have 3 near-death experiences before I went out. 3 redneck experiences. Well, even though I'll be in Manchester, I'll be wearing Manchester City kit. That's what you're going to see when you're hovering over your CCTV cameras with your family. Poor Natalie, she'll be sitting there laughing at you the whole time because she goes, "I thought I married a man that would do something about it." But
she knows never.
No, I don't see that happening. I see her coming out and beating my ass
or
dragging me down the street. I don't know how she'll get her hand through my head, but she's probably got the power to do it. And your dad with his Doc Martens, I'll probably haunt you with my Doc Martens, white laces, of course. And
of course.
As I kick through your windows, but I will make sure we'll leave money for your little ones for not Thanksgiving. We don't even care about the British anyway.
My kids are well taken care of. Don't worry about my kids; they're well taken care of. I reckon.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
They'll end up through.
The way I look at it is, I was being told once when I knew I was in hell, that my co-host, since I was attached, talking to him last, he's got an attachment now.
Yeah.
They were calling you a fat chimney sweep. And I was going, he's not a fat chimney sweep, just fat. So I'm like, now I'm really confused. I'm dead. My co-host is a fat chimney sweep. He never told me he was a chimney sweep to begin with.
Yeah.
3, he never told me he was about to lose his job. And the base pay at Maple Inn is about 6 pounds. I looked that up.
And do you know what else you didn't find out?
I looked that up. So,
you know what else?
But you're above that, though. You're above that because you're management. So, you're about big management here, CEO here. Your basic toilet cleaner right here. Mo's his boss. So there he gets to play with all the toys.
I clean the toilets. Right, I'm going to move swiftly on because there is actually something that's worse than being a dead cat.
What's that?
Right, and it's actually straight onto the news. It's a jailed and arrested Ryan Buell.
Dude, did you see that?
How the mighty have fallen. For everybody who's listening, right, take a little listen to this from thecenterdaily.com. A State College man and paranormal television celebrity has been confined to the Center of County Correctional Facility on felony charges of theft. According to the criminal complaint filed on September the 14th by State College Police, the manager of the Hertz Eagle Automotive LLC contacted the police on August the 18th, and the manager allegedly told the police that he had rented out a car to Ryan Buell and the vehicle has not been returned at the end of the rental date of August the 1st, which doesn't sound that bad. The manager had allegedly tried to contact Buell by telephone, email, and by his address, and the police said they were unable to contact him. The manager was told by the police to send a certified letter as required by the statute to give Buell a week to return the vehicle. Officers attempted to contact Buell via telephone, address, Facebook, and the police said that the vehicle had still not been returned at the date of file. And the police also said that they had learned that the address provided to the Hertz was not valid address at the time of rental. And Buell had been previously arrested in South Carolina when he was returned to State College. He was arraigned before a district judge, Carmine Prestia, according to court documents, and was charged with felony counts of theft of leased property and receiving stolen property. Bail was set at $35,000, and court documents said that a preliminary hearing was set for Wednesday of last week. Buell gained fame as a paranormal investigator and hosted his own show on A&E, Paranormal State, until the final episode aired in 2011. The CDT reported on a paranormal-themed event co-hosted by Buell at the State Theatre in 2015. And for all who are not paying attention or haven't been paying attention to what's going on as late, a friend of the show, Evan Jensen, he's got the Paranormal Herald. He's been very close to what goes on with Buell, regardless to what it is. Ryan Buell is not
He's behind it, dude. I guarantee he's almost behind it.
Yeah. See, the thing with Evan Jensen is he's very, very precise with things. He looks into things quite with a lot of depth. And he said to me maybe the year before last and last year, watch out for Buell. Watch out for him. And I was always saying, you know, I'm not sure. You know, I always like to see the good in people. But obviously, Buell's family members, he's lied. His mum came out a few weeks ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, and his mum came forward and said, "Do not give Buell money." That was their literal words. Yeah, they don't. I don't want to speculate anything. I don't want to put us into any liable situation. But what I will say to you is, he managed to dig himself into a bit of a hole. How or why he's done it, I don't know. So I don't know the full story. I do think there's a lot more behind this than just a car. Why he would just bail in a car is beyond me.
Story is behind that. When I was alive, this is what was going on. When this is before this happened, I was talking to some people and reading up on the Paranormal Herald, which I at first I was like, I'm not sure yet. I kind of want to see what happens because nothing was playing out. Then he started holding all these events, and then, for example, let's say you flew in from the UK and you wanted to meet his lover Serge because you had a crush on him. And
oh yeah,
but aside from that, that's your personal business. But
thumbs up.
Okay, thumbs up. But no, for real, on a real note, but then he canceled them. And the sad thing was the people that I'm dead, so it's not going to hurt me one bit. This is not going to hurt me one bit since I'm dead. I'm dead at this point, so no pain. So people hear this and hear this out. Mo was slightly behind it. No, he was behind Ryan. I'm talking about. Mo was slightly behind Ryan in jail. And but no, for real though, Ryan was bet like setting up these events and then disappearing, taking the money, and people like some of these people like are hardworking people and don't have a lot of money. Mo.
Yeah.
And so anyhow, you know this is payback, dude. 100%.
Oh, dude, you just bitter.
It's okay. It's all fun though, dude. I'm all into it.
Oh yeah.
God, I hate being dead, dude. Being dead sucks, man, because all goes black. And by the way, there's no afterlife. And anyhow, I just want to let you know that there's no afterlife. I'm just a reflection on Mo's screen. That's all I am. Mo's got this set up like through some sort of crazy software he landed. But no, he would, and these poor people would spend like $500, $600, $700, $800 for a flight, for a hotel, and then all of a sudden he turns around and does it to the Canadians, which is fine with me, so I don't care about that. But aside from that, don't tell me you like the Canadians, dude. Dude, I swear I'm sure show number 155 or 199, we can pull it out where you're calling it Canada. Okay? And your royalty just left Canada. So you guys are so busted. You know,
dude, can I just clarify something?
You want to be royalty.
Can I just clarify something?
Yes, sir.
Not my royalty.
Who's your royalty?
I'm first generation.
I don't know. I don't know these things anymore. Everything has gotten topsy-turvy on me.
I'm first generation or second generation Irish, right? My
You're
family.
English.
No, dude, my family. If I'm second generation Irish, my family. This is what I think it is. And my family have like Southern Ireland roots. I can claim citizenship. So
you know, I'll throw you that right back, but this is more favorable in my eyes. It's more fun.
I don't accept that. I accept euros. That's what it is. It's all euros. I'll take whatever.
It keeps rent being paid every month for you.
Well, can I move over quickly onto the next piece of news that I've got? It's just a very quick piece of news.
Yeah, sure it is.
Right, okay. Employees fired by Columbia Home for the Disabled blame paranormal activity. Right, okay. I love it. At least 8 people have been fired due to the alleged abuse at a center for the disabled in Pueblo, where staff have told the investigator that paranormal activity was to blame. The federal investigation found numerous cases of abuse at the Pueblo Regional Center for people with severe intellectual disabilities. And the federal report indicated that several residents had had words like die and kill scratched into their skin, and staffers had claimed that the words appeared by paranormal activity. Another patient has allegedly burned with a hairdryer to raise her body temperature. The alleged abuse occurred before November 2015 and as recently as April, and the Ark of Pueblo serves as legal guardians for 9 of the people who live at the center. It was just unbelievable that in this day and age, people would treat another human being in this way. Ark of Pueblo Executive Director Stephanie Garcia. The Department of Human Services oversees the Pueblo Regional Center, and it released a statement reading that it will continue to improve staff training in a number of areas. I can think of one area you might need to improve those that staff training. Tell them to stop trying to burn people and writing into the skin.
Heck,
dipshits.
They are, because I had nothing to do with it because I wasn't dead yet.
Yeah.
But if I was dead, I think I would have thrown in a toaster in the bathtub. I would have explained that that the 3 scratches that everybody gets is against the trilogy is all BS anyway. Read about it, you'll find out. I had to find out after I died. It's dead people can't do it because it happens through people's heads. But I do want to give Mo. I do want to give Mo a Liverpool quiz.
Go on.
Who am I in what movie? Go ahead, you wanker. Except that he gets shot. I was going to shave it down to here.
Oh, 51st State.
Who?
51st State.
No, dude. It's
Lock, stock,
Liverpool. Lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels.
Yeah, it wasn't Liverpool.
But the boy was the drug addict was.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That guy's still actually a drug dealer. He's still a drug addict. Yeah.
No, by the way, dude that got shot at the strip club had the gun. His hair was smoking. I was going to try to do it. I was going to try to get my hair smoking, and it just, like I said, look what happens when you die.
You said who was that? You said who was that? And put the curly wig on and Bigfoot 82. John came in the chat room and said that.
Dude, I was going to get on as a clown, like an evil clown, but not insane clown posse, but just like an evil like clown.
John's just put in the chat room. That could be anyone in Liverpool.
John, thank you. I don't need you telling me anything else that I don't already know.
We've got this hair thing going on in Liverpool at the moment, right? And I know it's not paranormal, but I hope it will turn out to be paranormal and that people get scared of it and stop doing it. It's called a ketwig, right? And what a ketwig is when you get stupidly large amounts of your hair just takes over your head and you look like a mixture between Jesus and a crackhead, and that's a ketwig or ketamine wig.
A ketwig, yeah, or the Molly slickback, I call it. It depends on what you want to call it. But no, it's the Molly comb over with the big beard. Mo can do it. Mo's borderline Molly. He's got that almost Molly look to him. His hair's slicked back it needs to go back a little further, and his beard gets a little thicker.
Yeah.
He's got the Molly look.
I'll take it.
Everybody in Europe is doing it. Everybody in the States is doing it, but Mo just can't do it.
Dude,
and I can say that because I'm dead.
Everybody who's wondering what I was talking about with regards to ketwigs, look at your screen now. That's a ketwig. That's stupid stuff on that lad's head. They're ketwigs.
My nephew's got one of those.
Yeah, your nephew. I feel sorry.
And he's like, he likes Arsenal. He was laughing at Liverpool last night. He was my EVP I had. Oh, he was gonna go to town on Liverpool MFers and this and that. And he's only 10 years old. I was going to have him go crazy. I was going to ask him questions.
You're going to get me kicked out of my own city, you piece of shit. Well,
dude, you killed me. If it wasn't for me trying to show you the river, I wouldn't have went overboard. I would have been dragged in by a bunch of bass fishermen who were probably shooting deer. I don't remember. I just hear her bang, my head hitting the window, and that's basically it. Next thing you know, you tell me I'm dead, and next thing you know, you're picking me up on EVPs and everything. I don't know what to do. Crackhead.
Right. Anyway, so back to the story with regards to those people. I do think it was unfair that they've been treated that way. If they have got intellectual deficiencies or mental deficiencies, well, the last thing you need is the person who's taking care of you going that bad, or at least treating you that bad. My wife worked in a nursing home up until the day it closed, and she treated every single.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is we have a failure to communicate. I'm on live right now, and Mo,
computers and nugget.
He's got his hands down his pants. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got his hands down his pants. Now he's smelling it. Dude,
you know what?
You just had your hand down your pants, and now you're smelling your finger. That is foul.
I have had about enough of yours.
You're gonna have to like
fix that problem, didn't I? Woohoo! There you go. So anyway, right. Sorry about that. My computer kicked off. As I said, my wife worked in the nursing home for a very long time until the day it shut its doors, and she treated every person she worked with utter respect. And for anybody to do that and think they can blame it on something like the paranormal, I think that's naive, and I think it's absolutely disgusting. So hopefully they all got sacked. Hopefully they all ended up mowing lawns. That'd be fine for me. I'm happy with that.
Dude,
scumbags.
What? Repeat. Okay, go back after you're done picking your nose. Tell me real quick. See, now I can see weird things I never could see before. It's just great, man. I'm like in heaven right now. Now I'm not in heaven. I'm in like purgatory because I'm a damn Catholic. Like my friend overseas that can hear me I fart here and he smells it over there. I got that ability now. And
yeah. Nice to see you've come up in the bleeding world.
At least you're not. At least I'm not getting fired from Maplin for like doing toilets, and I'll haunt that place to the day you get fired.
Go on, you put your news on now.
All right, my news isn't as good as most. Mo, go back real quick. Retell the story about the hair. I screwed when you went off. I decided to rant a little bit. Remember, you said all the guys running around with their hair looking like long and like crap, like ketamine, like
they're called ketwigs. Yeah, ketwigs they're called.
Yeah,
ketamine wigs, right? And you just get all these scumbags with big fuzzy heads like Kurt had then. And it's actually fashion in Liverpool at the moment, and it's I don't know. It's the one bad thing that the lads haven't realised is if you ever get into a fight with one of them, they've got a big massive mat of hair you can just grab hold of so they can't run away. And I can imagine a big manly fight, punches being thrown, and the next minute like, "Oh, get off me hair, get off me hair." It'd be funny. Can't wait.
Oh, dude, that yes.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be.
Death by skinhead. That's our next show.
Indeed.
Yeah, I have nothing to do with that show, by the way. I will never admit that. Okay,
I understand.
Let me jump onto this one real quick. All right, okay. In the United States lately, in on our shows and stuff like that, there's been this big fetish we've had for clowns. Obviously, we have. If you've seen what we've posted. And that, well, it's odd kind of to say we've had the fetish for clowns, but hey, when you have it, you have it. So we've had a fetish for clowns, but now it's taken over so much in the United States that certain police officers are saying it's illegal to stand by a road now and dress up as a clown because you can cause a car accident. Now, both Mo and I would be like, okay, we're going to put it on air. We just want to see how many hits we get on this one. Just kind of follow it, share it with everyone. But this is what people are actually saying about this. Okay. Here's the title of this. I read a few articles, some out of England, some out of the U.S., but this one kind of hit hard because it talked about multi-states. Update. South Carolina police chief declares clowns illegal. Vows to arrest any cited. Threat spreads to North Carolina and Ohio. By the way, this website, guys, it's called copblock.com.
Can I just say one thing just before we go any further? It's like The Walking Dead just with clowns. If it spreads into the next state, what is it? It's an epidemic.
It's true.
Loads of people going little squeezy noses and all that, and finding you with little roses and little flowers on the tops, but just square water.
It's weird, and I didn't find out about the legality of it or that until Lynette and I finally got into the area about 11:30 one night. We had to pick up some keys from my sister-in-law, and she told us about that they're arresting people in West Virginia that are running around dressed as clowns. Okay, now here's what it says. Update. It spreads through North Carolina and Ohio. And then it says, last week I reported on the dangerous laser-wielding clowns that have pretty much done nothing but reportedly stand around wooded areas flashing wads of cash in South Carolina. Since then, there have been several developments, and the clowns seem to be both multiplying in numbers and spreading to other areas. Among these developments are one in which a clown may have actually threatened a child, and one in which possibly innocent clown was threatened with a machete. Okay, then it goes down to even more. It goes, in South Carolina, Greenville Police Chief Ken Miller held a press. Can you picture this redneck down there? The redneck cop. I guess I'm going to have to get in his dreams tonight and put hell through him. I'll be a hellhound tonight. It says, in South Carolina, Police Chief Ken Miller held a press conference declaring that they are taking this very seriously and they are spotted dressed as a clown and would be arrested based on a law which makes it illegal to wear clown masks. Mo, you're screwed. This clown prohibition was justified by additional recent scary clown sightings that have occurred since the original reports. Since such clown masks, since such masks are banned and are rarely enforced,
Yeah.
Chief Miller's clown ban does bring up some legal questions of enforcement and profiling by law enforcement.
Did you say Steve Miller?
Yeah, Chief Miller.
Oh, Chief Miller. I thought Steve Miller, and I just, when you just go on that quick train of thought away, and then you're talking about clowns, I hear Steve Miller, then think Steve Miller Band, then think the Joker, and then thought the clown.
That's
and I just
went on pretty deep on that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's
okay, and this is via thestate.com. So this article is pulling this information from another article. It says it's illegal, it's dangerous, it's inappropriate, and it's creating community concern, so it needs to stop, Miller said. Police have responded to 4 clown-related calls since Monday, 2 of which occurred at Shemwood Crossing Apartments. Hold on a second. I live in the Crossings. That's kind of odd. Okay, another one was reported in Doyley Avenue. That sounds pretty Irish to me. Well, where were you? In the Pleasant Valley community Tuesday afternoon. In the most recent sightings, though, Wednesday night, officers responded to Park Haywood Apartments on Congreve Road after a woman reportedly seeing a middle-aged white man in clown-like facial makeup and red hair, a ginger at that, ultimate ginger, okay, standing outside the laundromat. The woman...
Like most clowns.
Oh, God, that's creepy. The woman told police that the clown stared at her as she walked out but didn't speak to or follow her.
Yeah.
So far, this guy sounded pretty innocent to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he's just hanging out to scare people, let him scare people.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't care.
I'm all for it.
There's one thing I'm struggling with at the moment, if I can just interject slightly, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Of all the things, right, when I say all the things, right, the police don't want you to kill, abduct, rob, defraud anybody.
About it right there.
Yeah. And also be a clown.
Yeah. I mean, this guy, when you look at this picture, I wish I could pop the picture up, but this guy, talk about death by redneck. This guy was not at my death scene. I can tell you that. This guy was not at my death scene. And if he was, God, I would have promised you I would have dragged him under with me.
Oh, well played. You could have used him as a buoyancy aid.
Yeah. Well, he could have been. Because the guy behind him looks like he benches 800 pounds. So the guy behind him looks like he's an ex-Marine or something. That has the eyes that look like, I will kill you if you mess with my boss.
Look, he looks sort of.
Yeah. Okay. Then it goes, in addition, police chief. Hold on. We got a whole nother chief now. Police Chief Lance Crow of the Travelers Rest Police Department. Travelers Rest. Dude. Mo. In the UK. Let's say you and Natalie go on vacation. Take a short hop somewhere. Do they have travelers rest stops there?
No. When I say travelers rest, do you mean like service station?
Take a piss. You can go take a piss, get something to drink, and head out.
No, what we've got like service stations. What service stations are is they're built onto the side of motorways. You go in there. It's extremely expensive to go in there and buy food and cost of coffee.
We have those too.
Go to the toilet.
Both. Yeah, we have.
You might have like a Premier Inn or something like that, or a travel lodge you can go and stay, and then you skip off the next day. So
my thing is, dude, if I was going to become a cop or you were going to become a cop, wouldn't you want to be like SWAT or someone that's going to take down like ISIS or something?
No, I want to be the guy behind SWAT who isn't in front of a gun. So I'll be the guy behind. I'll happily stand there.
I'm going to teach you how to. We're going to do. Let's break Mo's gun shyness. All right, that'll be fun.
Dude, I'm English, right? And I've probably got a better shot than you.
No.
Because
You
can shoot a dustbin.
No. Your teeth will be going out the back of your head, and I promise you on that one.
Dude, even if you point blank, you'd miss. I know. I've been told.
Nah, I wouldn't. No, why I wouldn't? Because the slug or the actual shot I'd use, I wouldn't use slug, which would just open you up for like surgery. This
Okay,
stuff
cool.
will just spread around in your organs and you're dead. That's all. So, yeah, they take a metal detector to your body to see where all the things are. Let's move on, though. Okay, anyhow, aside from what I was saying, though, these guys here, dude, honestly, who would want to be a bathroom cop, dude? These are guys that hang around at these stops so, like, truckers aren't getting blowjobs in a corner. And I'm being dead truthful on this one. I think that's what they do, and they're called lot lizards. That's what they call them in the States, lot lizards. If you're like a truck stop, they're hookers. They're hookers called lot lizards. Okay, it goes, one sighting was claimed to have happened in a building number, which turned out to not actually exist once officers investigated. The other creepy clown was supposedly seen in an area outside the same apartment complex. However, the officers responded, several people standing outside at the location, to have not seen any clowns that day. Dude, this guy is just like hating it. It is unclear at this point if the suspect clowns have some sort of magical powers that would enable them to make entire buildings disappear, render themselves temporarily invisible. Dude, so far I'm 2 for 2. Or wipe the memories of witnesses through some sort of hypnosis. Oh, I'm 3 for 3. I also haven't been able to get local police to comment on whether they suspect some of the people they encountered standing outside may in reality be clowns disguised as themselves as regular people in order to throw them off. At this point, it is unclear if Chief Crow will be instituting his own clown ban as a result of these sightings.
So there might be clowns that are dressed incognito, like normal people.
Yeah.
So basically, isn't that a person?
It'd be like somebody dressing like you. It's just you. Yeah, they're smart like that, man. Clowns are smart like that.
Right, yeah. So basically, dude, I got nothing. I haven't got a response to that. I haven't, because that makes... I got to move on. That's good. I'm lost with that. Well, you're born a human, you dress as a clown.
Yeah.
Not the other way around. So how can you be in disguise? If you're a clown, you're in disguise. So when you take your clown suit off, you're no longer in disguise. Do you know what, right? I can guarantee you that police officer from whatever Travelers Rest Police Department is probably chewing those cakes that they put at the bottom of the urinals.
Okay, listen to this. Okay, here's the cop that I said could bench 800 pounds. I'm just going to press play on this. Let's see if you can hear it.
No, can't hear it.
Can you hear it?
No. I can't hear it.
Oh, that's a bummer. It's only 1 minute, too. It talks about clown sightings in South Carolina.
For what we'll do for everybody who's listening, I'll put it at the end of the show. If you just listen to the end, it'll be at the end of the show on the podcast, just so we can. But yeah, clowns.
We do that. We do it like that. That's how it operates. If you don't like it, tough. We don't care.
Yeah. So move swiftly on, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm a little like perplexed about. See, when you die and you don't know what's going on around you.
Yeah, that's my life.
And then somebody brings some sort of common sense to the whole fact of a clown dressing as a regular human to throw off the cops, and then redressing as a clown once the cops leave. Yeah. I take that as being, that's pretty ingenious. Look at John Wayne Gacy, creepy bastard. He got what he deserved. Talk about the most evil clown there was.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But dude, I'm coming to your house dressed as a clown for Halloween. I hope you have some sweets that, I want carom. I want Cadbury. I want just a shitload of chocolate, dude.
Okay,
just a boatload of chocolate.
You get yourself over here for the 30th of October, right? I'll get you a lot of chocolate, and I'll also not care that you're dressed as a clown, because you'd be the most unscary clown I've ever seen in my life. I'd actually feel bad for you.
Good point. Good point.
Move swiftly on.
Let's move it.
Right. For people, basically this week, for me, I had to go to a works conference, and the conference was in a place called Harrogate. Harrogate is Liverpool's here. Harrogate is a little bit longer. No, it's about 4 or 5 hours away via trains here, there, and everywhere, and buses, and you're like, and it's weird. It's quite like York. It's a very, very old town. I didn't get to see much of it. I got to see about 4 roads to and from the conference centre. But what I did see of the place, it was very oldie worldy, but it was a very, it looks like a place where, you know, if you've got money, you can live there. It's like looks like a very rich area. Now, for some strange reason, whilst looking through the news, I did notice a story from there that came up this week, and I didn't think about it. And in Paranormal Investigators at Harrogate Theatre discovers a ghost. Okay. Now, as I said, I haven't fully read through it. I had a little read beforehand and went, okay. So anyway, this is how you know the story is going to be bad. A team of real-life Ghostbusters say that they have found evidence of otherworldly activity at one of Harrogate's most historical locations. Some of the people may be a little bit dubious when Harrogate Advisory reported last month on plans of a paranormal investigation at the Harrogate Theatre, but the team say it provided a fruitful visit. But the joint undertaking at the dead of the night by Harrogate's Paranormal Society, Paranormal Hunt UK and North Yorkshire Paranormal Investigations have provided real evidence that the Harrogate Theatre and its most famous ghost, Alice, was there. So Susan Harker of the Harrogate Paranormal Society said, upon reviewing our footage, we caught what appears to be tapping sounds, and the EMF, which is electromagnetic field, flashes after we asked questions. There was also unexplained light flashing in row M where a cleaner reported seeing an apparition of a woman and also on a balcony box where it reported that Alice is said to have committed suicide by throwing herself off to the floor below. Alice has been cited many times by staff at the Harrogate Theatre over the years, and legend says that she was a victim of a terrible love affair and is said to haunt the stalls of the Harrogate Theatre to this very day. Okay, she has been linked to ghostly spirits, orbs of hovering light. That's obviously when you know it's genuine, is those orbs there. Sudden chills and the lingering scent of peppermint, which obviously everybody knows peppermint is. No. This is serious. Peppermint is a distinct. It's a distinct notification that there's something minty close by. Just in case people didn't realise that, it's actually must be paranormal, clearly. But there's no official record of anyone called Alice in the theatre's archives. If anyone could detect this famous ghost, it was this heavily equipped team of paranormal investigators or paranormal experts who carried out their mission with the blessing of Harrogate Theatre staff. They were the ones to get it. These specialists have brought their own recording equipment, EMF meters, full spectrum cameras, and more to try and capture anything that was willing to show itself at the atmospheric Victorian Theatre, which first opened in 1900. Other unusual activity uncovered by the paranormal experts included lights appearing in the mirror at the bottom of the back stairs where the theatre associate director Phil Lowe himself saw an apparition of a woman. Unexplained lights moving from over the seating and the balcony areas. Something was spotted moving across the stage. It was very interesting and a successful evening, and we'd like to thank blah, 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 blah. We are looking forward to our next investigation. The team doesn't have to wait too long. Their next assignment, they've got an assignment, takes place at the Alexandra pub at the centre of Harrogate. Surely it's the perfect place to find spirits. Oh my dear God, I am sorry for putting you guys through that. I'm sorry. I can't believe I done it to you.
Question from the dead.
Go.
About the living, or
okay.
Actually borderline about the dead. After having to do a grand. Let's make ourselves feel better because we're all executives, and I'll fall backwards and you catch me kind of deal.
Let's do this.
What did you guys have to do there? Honestly, like that you could say without actually putting yourself in any.
I've got to be very careful what I do say because I'm not 100% sure on what I can talk about. But we had to eat food.
Look up.
Take notes.
Oh, that eat food's good. I don't like taking notes. I know where you're going.
Play with toys. I got to play around with loads of new geek toys that are coming out too. Why does your bed sound like a sprinkler system going off?
It doesn't like your accent, it said.
Oh, cool.
It says you sound kind of like as chirpy as she does.
Ah, got you. So you know to she. Just saying. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to another story, right? Because I think I've killed you off with that story, and I don't think it's fair.
Dude, okay, you got to play. I want to go back to this real quick. First off, you got to eat. Okay. Yeah. Dude, my first question is: did you have to share a hotel room with another guy? Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Dude.
Yes. Mo had to go down that road. Oh my
Oh, no.
God! I cannot believe
No.
he just smiled on that one.
Listen to
Guys,
this.
he just got outed. He just
my
got
mum messaged
outed live on Sunday afternoon. I'm dead. I don't care.
No, listen to this, right? My mum messaged me when I got there, right? She messaged me because it was like 20 past 10 when I got off the train, about 11 o'clock when I got there. So I got into the hotel room and I went upstairs and I noticed that I was sharing a room with somebody. So my mum said, how is it? And I went, the room looks nice. All's good. Putting the telly on, watching some Family Guy, going to have a cup of coffee. I explained that I was sharing a room with somebody. She went, so what are you going to do? I went, I'm going to put Smooth FM on, which is like one of those quiet love song radio stations. And I said, I'm going to lie here on the bed and wait for him and just see if I could scare him. And she's going, what? I went, yeah, I'm going to see if I can scare him when he walks in. I'm just going to sort of lie there, like all sexy and stuff. I mean, my mum was laughing her head off. And you know, when you realise maybe there's some things you shouldn't say or do.
Dude, that's fun. I just want to know, and that answer right there, is the best. I don't think I could have heard a better answer than that.
There is one thing I did play with while I was there. One of Fleer's thermal cameras, one of the proper thermal cameras.
How much? How much would it cost? Like off the floor?
26 grand, was it?
Oh, dude, that's like they use in military stuff.
Yeah, it's like the fire service. They use them on Formula One cars to see where the heat dissipates from the Formula One cars.
So they can block it up and go faster and all that good stuff.
Yeah, just so they can work out where the heat dissipation is.
Well, I didn't know I forgot about the fire. The use of it in firefighters and stuff like that.
Yeah, they actually rent them to the fire service, from what I've been told. But still a fascinating piece of equipment, though.
It would still be creepy, though, as being a fireman. Going after a fire, after you put out a fire, you're just exhausted, probably. You're mentally drained, you're physically drained. But what happens on that Fleer? No one makes it out alive, but you pick something up on that Fleer. Now, do you explain that to your chief, or do you just keep that one quiet? Because you got to go back in to double check that everybody, they might have somebody still surviving. What do you do?
Along the same lines as what happened with through ufology, when you get pilots, when pilots see stuff, they tend not to talk about it because through fear of ridicule. So I'd assume it would be a case of, if you see something on it, you've got to investigate it because that's your job, regardless. You don't know everyone's dead. If you see a heat signature on it, you've got to go and investigate the heat signature. You're a firefighter, that's what you do. But I don't know, there might be a bit of stigma between it. I'm not 100% sure. But
it's just odd when you think about it, because it was an odd thought for me, because I'd be the dead person in there, and that's basically it. And they'd catch me, but they wouldn't see me. On the Fleer, they'd catch me. I'd be a cold spot or something like that, or blue, depending on how I felt that day, So, but aside from that crap, but dude, that's interesting though, that you got to play around with like one of the most killer of killer toys.
I got to play with a second toy as well. If I could suggest anybody gets their hand on it, it's called the DJI Osmo. It's a handheld gimbal camera. And basically what it is, it's a camera which it's got motorized gimbal control, so it constantly keeps itself locked forward. I got to play around with one of them. I've had a look at them a few times, but as a piece of equipment, oh my god, they're absolutely amazing for filming. And
DJ1, did you do a DJ1 when you were there?
DJI,
the
DJI Osmo, and it's an amazing camera. Get a little look at it. I'm going to try and get one for after Christmas. I might review it on here. I'm definitely going to use it when I'm doing walkthroughs. And I'm going to start doing walkthroughs with 360 as well, which is going to be in a few weeks' time.
The DJI, but you think about it also on a drone.
Yeah, that's what they throw. They throw DJI use the same concept on their quadcopters. So like their Phantom 3s, Phantom 4s, they have gimbal control cameras on the bottom.
And those cost £949 at Maplin. I did my research.
Yeah. So
I've been doing my research there.
No, $450 for the standard, $650 for the advanced, $949 for the Pro. Phantom 4 is $1,129. The Inspire 1 is $1,769 or $1,796.
That's unbelievable, though. When you look at them, you're like, why don't they ship to America? That's what I'm thinking about. I'm looking at it going, it's only in pounds. I'm like,
oh man, God. I had the older one before, the Inspires. It's massive, man. It's massive, but it's worth it. Listen, anyway, I'm going to go off all the geekery because I could sit here all day and waste everybody's time listening to it.
Hold on. There's no. Hey, Sunday afternoon, man. We didn't have a guest tonight. Yeah, dead man. Great. I died. Yeah. I died on a bridge accident. I fall in the Mississippi River. They brought back alive 3 to 4 different times. Mo says it's a redneck death. I say it's not. I'm stuck in the 4th level of hell.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. But but since I guess I'd be part of Legion, I'd be Legion. I'm Legion now. Mo doesn't even know what's going to hit him, and it's going to hit him real quietly, real subtly. It's going to happen, and that's for him calling it a redneck death. If he didn't call it a redneck death, I would have just giggled it off, but it wasn't a redneck death.
Right. Well, just before we go, I'm going to bring up. There is one other piece of news that I've got. It's a fantastic piece of news. There's not a lot of content to it because it's only been lightly looked at by this newspaper, but it's been looked at by a few other newspapers. And it's with regards to a friend of the show, Carl Hassel from Dark Arts Paranormal. Now the guy, Carl Hassel, he's not local.
He's brilliant, dude. That guy's brilliant.
The one thing that people don't realize is in this field, you get a lot of people who watch and wish they could do things, and then you get that group of people who do things, and then you get the person who goes, I wish I could do that, and then you get the person who goes, I just done this.
I did tell you.
Yeah, Carl Hassel's that guy. Him and his team, they are the ones who go, let's go and check out these caves. Let's go and check out this abandoned building. Let's go and check this place. And they just go, and they're cheeky enough to just ask. They'll say, can we come in? And if they say no, they go, okay, fair enough. If the place has no owner in sight, Carl will do brick and ladder, and he does it really well. As a matter of fact, to give you an idea, I met him in an old asylum when both of us had jumped the fence with our teams and both bumped into each other, and he was actually going to this asylum to have a barbecue. I'm going there to investigate the place, and he's just popping in for a barbecue. I thought it was absolutely amazing. The guy's so funny. As I say, good friend of the show. I stick to what he does. He's a really good guy.
He's a nice, and he's hilarious at that.
Oh yeah. The best part with him as well is he is as natural as anybody. He's not overtaken by the fact that he's on YouTube. He'll tell you where he's doing locations. He's not like one of these idiots on YouTube who goes, I go to this scary place and don't tell you where it is, just so you've got to believe them and nothing. But he'll say, I've gone to Denby Asylum. This is what it looks like. As a matter of fact, listen to this. The dailypost.co.uk. Poole Park Manor near Ruthven was used as an overspill for Denby's North Wales Hospital before the closing in 1989. This haunting video shows the dilapidated condition of North Wales Asylum. Urban explorers and paranormal investigators Carl Hassel and Sam Singleton, who's his girlfriend, from Dark Arts Paranormal, took the footage whilst visiting Poole Park Manor near Ruthven. The estate dates back to the 16th century, where the home of the Salisbury family had once had a deer park there, where the owners of Ruthven Castle could go and hunt. The manor was rebuilt in the mid-19th century, but at the end of the 1920s, the estate was split and lots of its land was sold. The house was not sold at this time, but it was leased to Sir Henry Tate of Tate and Lyle Sugar Company. In the 1930s, Poole Park Manor was bought by the council so they could turn it into a convalescent home from then. But by 1949, the house was used as an overspill for Northway. Sorry?
I didn't mean to jump in on that, but
okay.
How big is that house, Mo? I mean, do they got a picture of it? Our future watchers, hopefully, are going to definitely check out.
Yeah, of course. Give me a second. I'll bring up a picture now. In Poole Park Asylum, it's a decent-sized building. It's not absolutely humongous. It is a gorgeous building. It's got a fantastic staircase in the centre of it. This one's from Project Mayhem. For people who don't know who Project Mayhem is, he's an urban explorer, and he's a very good urban explorer. He gets around, and he always has some really good pictures. Now, that's Poole Park Hospital. I don't know if you can see it on the screen.
That's just like a local estate or something like that.
It is. It's quite a big building. It's got buildings on the back of it. But that's
how
the
old?
Staircase.
How old? Whoa, no, go back.
I
got to click on that. Hold on.
That's the staircase.
I got to see that. Oh, Lord.
It's amazing.
That looks like, what kind of, I love the picture and the shot of it.
Yeah.
But, you got to be a photo junkie to bring that color out.
Yeah. Project Mayhem he knows what he does. Now, there's Poole Park.
Go back to that one shot.
Give me a second. That's from above. That's Poole Park Asylum.
That's huge.
It is. It's a big building, man. So, are you saying is that a 360?
Yeah, that looks like borderline. And if you look at the corners,
it's just fisheye. That's just
a fisheye.
Yeah, it's decent. Like it's a fisheye. But
yeah, basically, I was just thinking the Rico.
So there you go. That's Poole Park. Okay. Now, Carl
Okay.
Hassel, in his infinite genius, decided to go and check that place out, and he's done a brilliant job of it. So, as I said, by 1949, the house was used as overspill for the North Wales Hospital in Denbigh before Poole Park closed its doors in 1989. And the video, or the following video that I'll show at the end of this clip again, will be from Carl Hassel, and gives an insight into the house's glorious past with the impressive staircases and panelled rooms, but it also shows smashed windows, crumbling ceilings, and peeling wallpaper inside the property today.
Just look behind Mo; it's the same thing.
Shut up, man. Carl, who's 26 from Manchester, said the purpose of the visit is what he describes as the most haunted asylum in Wales, was to explore the site and try and conduct a paranormal investigation. But he said it was very apparent that it could not continue due to the condition of the building. There was no way you could do any kind of investigation there, and we really couldn't continue because the building was falling down. This is the result of people breaking in constantly and letting in all the elements, and the building is beyond repair unless you're going to pull it down and build new foundations on it. The spokesperson for the Rutland-based Robert Holmes said, which owned the site since 1992, said that over the past few months, they have repeatedly had to send people to Poole Park to secure the premises, and this has happened a number of times each week. It's unfortunate that the premises are continually broken into by trespassers, and in the past few weeks, we've worked in conjunction with Denbighshire Council at the request of North Wales Police in securing the premises, which is sad. It shouldn't happen. And there's also... There's something that it can be done called a compulsory repair order, which can be served on the company, so the company can be forced to take care of the building or sell it.
But at the same time, though, in those situations, I mean, I know in Liverpool, you've been telling me about it. Also in the States, I know this happens all the time. You got to watch out for squatters. You got to watch out for junkies. There's actually, believe it or not, they're doing a documentary on my county. I just read this when I was reading my phone. They're doing a real documentary about junkies in Montgomery County. So I'm going to be like, I know that person. Oh, that person deserves to die. That person's better off dead. but and I'll see him in the afterlife. I promise you there.
Yeah, I'll
see you real soon, buddy. And but the thing about it is the beauty of that place. And I don't want to kind of come off as being all hey, but with those pictures and stuff like that, it's beautiful. I mean, and it's sad that it comes down to that point where it's like when you go hiking somewhere or you go you only bring in your footpaths, you only leave with your footpaths. You don't spray paint. You don't throw bottles against walls. You don't do that shit because there's too much history to that place, you know.
Well, Carl, he conducts in the same way that I like to conduct, in the same way that you do. Is that you leave and it's the saying, you leave nothing but footprints and you take nothing but photographs. It's the best way to be, and that way you're not causing damage. The next person who goes to see it in the same state that you've left it. Now, I went to that's an overflow. That hospital's an overflow for the original one, which is Denbigh. Denbigh is a massive building. That thing's a massive, massive building. And it hit home when I went there, and we done an investigation there. It was the night that we met Carl, and we went to the nurses' quarters, and I'll always talk about it, and it'll always come to mind, is when we went into the nurses' quarters and we went upstairs, there was a room with satanic symbols painted on the wall. There was a pentagram on the floor. There was chicken blood, I'd assume, in the middle. There was little bones here, there, and everywhere, like bird bones. That never hit me as much as when I was walking past the rooms, and the rooms had individual wallpaper on them. So one of the wallpapers was floral, one of the wallpapers had a pattern on it. And it sort of brought it home that the nurses that were there, they lived there. It was their life. It literally was. They took care of the people, and they went to the nurses' quarters and went to bed.
Was it ever a tuberculosis hospital too?
I don't think so. I think all the TB hospitals that we had, I think they were outside of Britain.
The ones that everybody's got consumption and.
Yeah, I think my nan had tuberculosis and she had to go to Switzerland. So I think what they used to do is push it out to the country. But Denbigh, I think it was one of the places that they pioneered electroshock therapy and lobotomies. Yeah. I think that's where they were checking or testing its validity as a practice, which is sad. And as I said, I've been all over the place. I've been in the morgue. I've been on seen where the body table used to be. All the drains on the floor are still in place. It's a sad-looking building. But if you ever, I'll say to you, don't ever trespass. Obviously, I'll say be very careful.
Don't.
Unless you listen to our episode 3 weeks ago where I said to you, trespass.
Just listen to our episode 3 weeks ago. That's all we want. That's our way of saying. It's our way of saying, don't listen to our Brick and Ladder show. Don't 3 weeks ago. Don't 3 weeks ago. I was alive then, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I had a life.
Because he's dead, he's not liable. But basically, I'll always say, if you get a chance to see properties like that, they're worth seeing, but don't put yourself at risk. And just before we go, to let you know, the place I'm talking about, Denby Asylum, they had PCSOs on site, which is a PCSO is a police constable. I think it's like reserve officer, one of the support officers.
Old man cop.
No, it's when it's different over here. Students can be PCSOs, basically.
Oh yeah, they have here too. That's true. They're in training or something like that.
Yeah, we either call them police plated or plastic police. Now,
mall cops, we call them all mall cops.
Oh, well played. Well, they had PCSOs on the site of Denby, the North Wales Hospital, and whilst they were walking through, one of the buildings collapsed into itself.
Oh, not good.
No, it's not a massive building, not by any stretch. It's just a roof collapse, but that just gives you an idea. And I'm looking at the building here that had the roof collapse, and I'm not messing. I'm not going to lie to you. We walked past the entrance to that building last time I was there, and as you say, when you walk past certain places, and you walk past part of the building, you're like, the door's wide open, so you think, I'll go in, but you hesitate because the door's open. You think, that's open because people have been going in and out. The elements have been in there. It's probably, but damp and moldy and falling to shit. You got to be dead careful.
Yeah, but you got to be dead careful. And I do recommend, and I know we talked about this 3 weeks ago, Brick and Ladder show. Check it out.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. Always. I never do this, and I always will, but I'm dead now, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Carry a first aid kit. Get a pair of shoes that have steel toe.
Yeah.
If you're going to go into a place like that, get a pair of nice Doc Martens. White laces. Don't wear red laces, please, because you'll get jumped over here for that. White laces. Actually, white laces over here means white power. No, don't do that.
Dodge that one as well.
Yeah, dodge that one. Yeah. But wear yourself a nice pair of shoes, and don't dress like you're a SWAT team. Because if I catch you and I'm floating around there, and I catch you as a SWAT team, you're getting all your clothes pulled off of you, and you're getting kicked out butt naked. And all. And I promise you, and I'll give you Mo's address, and he's gonna have to pat you down.
Can I give one piece of advice before we go, because it is literally time for us to get off here? If you do decide you want to go on location, you want to go and do any investigate, if you do decide you want to put it up on YouTube, do what you've got to do. Don't be put off by the fact that people are always nervous. They always wish you could do that. Just do it. Don't worry about it. Just do it. But I'll give you one huge piece of advice right now. If you do decide to do anything like that, if you do decide to go and check out a building, don't do it on your own. Don't go on your own. I can tell you now, I know of one or two people, not know them, but know of them, who investigate on their own. And what they'll do is they'll take the phone and they'll film themselves as they're walking through. And the one good thing with being two people with you is if something happens, there's always somebody to go and help. Mm-hmm. If you break your leg, they'll drag you out. If you're going to cry, they'll film you.
It's worth it. Hey, because I'll do that. I would do that to Mo in 2 seconds flat. If he fell down and he starts whining and crying, I twisted my ankle. And then we're going to have a whole bunch of us standing around pointing at him.
Yeah, dude, my team done it to me. Don't you worry about it. My team.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, dude.
That day I fell into the grave, they got me good. Aaron, at the time, he was our lead investigator.
Oh,
I put my hand up, and he goes, high five.
Real quick, Mo is notorious for falling, so he says. I've never seen it, but I got to see it soon. I'll ask him to post it up and send it to my email or something like that. I'll put it straight up. Just post it straight up. It'd be great, dude. People get a kick out of it too. Breaking news. Breaking news. Lead investigator breaks back on that. Yes, we got it right there.
Oh no, dude. But my lad ass falling over. Breaking news. California gets earthquake because Morris fell.
No, it's all right. Ghosts such as Kurt get kicked out of hell for that because he bounces out. Dude, real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Blair Witch, new Blair Witch coming out. Oddest thing ever. If it sucks, don't blame Mo and I. Just say it sucks. It's called Blair Witch Black Hills. You know where Black Hills is, Mo? Where the guy blew up the house with the dynamite. That's where it was filmed. 15 minutes from my house. Remember that? I started that film thing, and I'm going to finish it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to finish it, but I got to send it to you because I want you to use your Sony. I need that to make it good. But that's where they filmed it. The third one, it's like right near my house. We go kayaking there when we're bored. It's like it's whoever owns that signs my paychecks at the end of the week.
Oh, cool. That's good news. So if you see those little weird things hanging from the trees, just fucking run. Just run.
Yeah. I'll be Bigfoot. You know, I'll walk around with the hairy back and tattoos, and I'll just start running through the woods and stuff like that. Oh, there you go. That or a clown. A clown would be good in the summertime, but we got so many rednecks up there and so many Spanish guys that'll run. What they do is they wait till you're out there fishing or something, and they go up and break into your cars. So nice. So next time I'll put an alarm. Like we got those little alarms that put like 3 or 4 of them in there. Yeah, but it's filmed right 15 minutes from the house, even closer than the other one was.
Yeah.
So, I'll show you what I'll do is I'll watch the video, the movie, and I'll give a tour of it if I can see if it's actually really filmed there and not just used as a name.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. If it's filmed, it will definitely worth putting up on the channel. Yeah.
I'll get it up. I'll get it going. I'm going to do the now that I'm dead, I'm going to have a lot of time. Now that I got killed off, I feel like Kenny, you bastard. But I will get that video ready, and I'm gonna use the Rico.
Yeah.
But the only problem with the Rico is I followed what you said, and it wasn't working. Still, I'm pissed. Not with you, but in general, that it's fisheyeing on both sides for video. And I can get a 25-minute video out of it.
Well, what we'll do is during the week, I'll catch up with you off here. What we'll do is we'll sit down, we'll go through it, we'll get some footage, and we'll get it set up, and then you can just start releasing footage onto YouTube and do. And as I said,
I'll give it to you and let you load it up. I'll let you load up because you got the software. I don't. Yeah. But I just bought a new Samsung camera used, but it's good for night vision. It's made for low light, and it automatically does when it's set on low light. It automatically will take 3 shots automatic into one. So that way you're not getting the gay orbs and everything that everybody claims that are like demonic and that. Lynette told me something interesting that, everybody's claiming the scratches that I've been giving people ever since I've died. Everybody's got 3 scratches from hell.
Yeah. I've got them on the arch cheek.
She told me that she came across some study that was done by a doctor that said that's just natural, what it is. And she was trying to explain to me. I'll find out and I'll get it to you. What it is, because I do want to call that out. I do want to make a call out on that. I'll take responsibility. I'll take full responsibility since I'm dead. I can do that. You're not going to have any responsibility in that and for feedback purposes only,
Right, well, guys, listen, this is coming up to the end. So catch you soon. Next Sunday, we will be back on air. We'll be back on air at 10 o'clock next Sunday. And as opposed to the way we normally do it, I'm actually thinking we might go a little bit either towards phone-ins or bringing EVPs onto the show so we can listen to some EVPs. But either way, we're going to do something next week that we've never done normally. We're going to do something fresh. So catch us up next week, and we'll catch you next week. Take it easy, guys.
Peace.
Bye-bye.